Okay, the audio on this camera is pretty screwed up, so you just might have to bear with me. I don't know if it's going to work or not. So today I'm going to be talking about JT TRAN. JT TRAN went on an insane racist rant last week, and I've watched it a few times. I wasn't going to do it because it's JT TRAN. He's a leader in the Asian community, but I think that this really does need to be addressed, and I don't think that JT TRAN has much self-awareness lately, or something might be happening in his personal life, something must be going wrong with him, because this really did cross a line, cross a lot of boundaries in so many respects. So I am going to react to JT TRAN's reaction of Chloe Bennet dating Logan Paul. So I guess we might as well just start with the video, hey? That's right, JT TRAN is America's #1 Asian dating coach. Now what he does is he does actually promote interracial dating. He promotes Asian men dating white women. Now, if you have a close look, there's photos of white women behind him. So he's not against interracial dating, but there is a little bit of hypocrisy here. Let's just keep going, and I'll show you as we get through this.
Followed me for years know that I'm not like really outwardly political, but I prefer to concentrate my form of activism in helping the Asian community by helping my fellow Asian brothers out. You know, to be more communicative, to be more confident, to be leaders, and to be successful in dating. That's how I contribute. And I prefer to stay out of the entire kind of like Asian Twitter political infighting, because there's like so much bullshit going on there. But today I had to just jump in and give my quick reaction to what's going on in like the Asian Hollywood realm, which is namely Chloe Bennet, star of Marvel's Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., a half Asian, is dating.
Yes, Chloe Bennet is half Asian, half white. Chloe Bennet, in fact, is a result of what JT TRAN promotes. Her dad is Chinese, and her mum is white. So, in fact, he should be promoting Chloe Bennet, not trying to tear her down, mentioning her workplace, mentioning the TV shows she works for, and trying to ridicule her online when she, in fact, is a leader in the Asian community. So I think that needs to be addressed as well.
Well-known racist and YouTube star Logan Paul, Logan, whatever the fuck his name is, right?
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is, Logan Paul. You said his name, JT. But I think we need to address that he's a well-known racist. I went through his videos. I can't find anything where he has been racist or alt-right or a neo-Nazi, which JT mentions later on. Logan is a goofball, and I went through those Japanese videos where he acted like a total goofball. He's just an idiot. He's throwing fish around. He's just being an idiot. He does that everywhere. It wasn't racist. What it was he showed he showed no respect for suicide or the dead body that he found in the forest. It had nothing to do with Japan. And also, it's Japan. JT TRAN, from my understanding, Tran is a Vietnamese name, even though who knows if JT's ever been to Vietnam. He is an Asian American. He's in fact one of the most privileged men on planet Earth. He's an American man living in America, and he's Asian, so he's privileged as hell. He's not Vietnamese. He's not living in third world communist country. So I think that needs to be addressed well, and he's definitely not Japanese. So for him to get on the bandwagon and try to defend Japan and try to tie in all of these complex things all in one, I think they're separate, and I think he needs to have a little bit more self-awareness about who he is and where he's from. Asian man in the most powerful, richest country in the world, getting fired up about something which is Japanese and not Vietnamese and not American. Let's continue.
Right. He of the Japanese suicide forest fame, where he went over to Japan ridiculed Japanese culture, and exploited the entire
I didn't miss anything?
high suicide rate. A real stellar example of manhood there, right? Now, we're not here to police you Asian women, okay? You Asian girls, you want to date whomever you want, you want to marry whomever you want, oh God bless you, white, black, Asian, Latino, doesn't matter to me. What matters is when who you date affects the rest of us when you throw us under the bus.
Okay, we're gonna hear when you throw us under the bus. Now, I'm not here to police you. I'm not here to tell you who you can and can't date. JT, that's exactly what you're doing here. You're telling her who she can and can't date, and you're accusing her boyfriend of being racist. And because he is seen as racist, she's not allowed to date him. I think he might be insinuating that because she's half Asian, she is obligated to date an Asian man. I think that's kind of what JT is insinuating here. And if Logan was racist, wouldn't he be racist like those neo-Nazis that you type in and search and they say, they openly say that they don't want to pollute their pure blood? Like if they're a white supremacist or racist, why would they want to pollute their pure white blood with another race? Being racist means that you don't like other races. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay. There's too many factors here that point that Logan is not a racist. On top of that, you are policing her for dating him, by the way, JT.
Right? When he's like, hey, it's okay if I date some alt-right neo-Nazi, like racist guy, and who, you know, disparages Asian culture and Asian men, that's completely fine to you, right?
Okay. Asian culture and Asian men. I think we need to unpack that sentence. What is Asian culture? Can anyone here tell me what Asian culture... What is Asian culture, JT? Asia, there's like 100 countries in Asia. Does anyone know what Asian... Should we Google it?
We probably should.
Asian culture. What is Asian culture? Like, there's so many different cultures in Asia, and I'm getting the impression that you've never been to Asia, because if you want to mention Japanese culture, fair enough, we can talk about Japanese culture for the next hour if you want. But if you want to confuse Japanese culture with, I don't know, Vietnamese culture or Asian culture in America, I think you get what I'm saying. There's no such thing as Asian culture. They all have different, unless it's some new thing that's been created in America that us over here in Asia don't know about. Let's just continue.
That's a problem, alright?
That's
Not
a problem.
here to police your dating choices, my Asian sisters, but gonna call it hypocrisy. See, what's happening is,
we Googled
this
it.
is not like the new normal, right? Like 54% of Asian American women out-marry, alright? And, you know, date, marry whomever you want. But again, this is like not new, right?
Now, I don't want to be getting involved here with, okay, if Asian girls are out dating, that might be a problem, might be something to complain about, but being insecure is not going to help. And if you're dating, if you're teaching Asian men how to date, showing Asian men that you are this insecure is only going to negatively affect their results as well. In fact, showing a little bit of self-confidence, a little bit more self-belief would be far more effective than showing this amount of insecurity online and the lack of self-awareness, for lack of a better way of saying it. I think a lot of people would say a lot worse about what you're going on about here, JT. Maybe moisturize, maybe work on the pimples. I've just come out of an operation. I've lost some weight already. You might notice I've lost a bit of weight. I would recommend that you lose maybe a few pounds, and maybe hit the gym as well. Like I'm not trying to get all. I don't want to offend you or anything, but I'm like, okay, look, you are you are every piece of the puzzle. You know, you are the way you look, the way you dress, the way you behave. The internals and the externals, they're all connected. So I think you're showing a lot of the reasons why you might feel insecure about that, because that wouldn't be a factor to some of my Asian friends who are total freaking bosses, and this type of crap never comes out of their mouths.
There was this story in the New York Times where they were exploring, like, why does it seem like the alt-right, alright, and like the neo-Nazi community seem to be obsessed with Asian women. They have that Asian
Why would neo-Nazis want to date Asian women? They're racist. They're neo-Nazis. That's the whole point of being Nazis. It's because I think what did the Nazis say? It's like they are superior. They want to get rid of other races. They don't want to pollute white supremacy. This is neo-Nazis. If Logan Paul was a Nazi or an alt-right, well, Logan Paul, I did go through his videos. I did some research here. I found this video a week ago. I've done my research. I couldn't find anything that even showed Logan Paul saying that he voted for Donald Trump even. For all we know, he voted for Hillary Clinton, or we don't even know. He could be a Democrat, so you gotta back these things up with some sort of facts, right? You can't just go on an insane rant like this. No offense, JT.
They're like dating, and they're married. You know, you got Richard Spencer and whatever, like known figures in the alt-right community. Spencer? They all seem to have Asian girlfriends or wives, or
can you Google? Can you Google Richard Spencer?
Like, it takes two to tango, right? It takes two. Now you could say like, oh, JT, it's, you know, you can't blame them because colonial mentality and internalized racism.
Oh, okay.
Sure, that's a factor. But again, it's not like these women don't have agency. They don't have choice, right? They're choosing to say, like, you know what? He's racist, but I love him anyway, right? I mean, think about that. That gives license to these other people, all these other women, like...
So Richard Spencer is a white supremacist, and he just connected Richard Spencer to Logan Paul? Really, JT? Like, how many... Like, you really...
It's okay, right?
Crossing the line in so many ways here.
To, like, Amy Tan's, like,
Richard Spencer
Club, which is like, you know, I even taught in like high schools and in colleges that, you know, it was a watershed moment for an Asian community. Sure, for Asian women, but for the rest of us, it just threw us under the bus because it showed like...
Threw us under the bus. I don't really understand what you're trying to say there. Through you... So a girl dating someone, or someone who you don't know or not related to dating someone, is throwing the Asian community or you under the bus. So I guess the point of me addressing all of this, JT, is that you're a thought leader in the Asian community in America, and if this is pollution, you're polluting the minds of men over in Asia, and when you really think about it, you're hurting them. You're not hurting anybody else, because this type of rant only makes you and the rest of them look bad. It doesn't hurt any of us. It's kind of funny to us. I'm making this video to help you. Don't get me wrong, like, there's so many other people just laughing at this, thinking you're insane.
Asian men, we're all misogynists, we're terrible boyfriends, we're cheaters, and, you know...
Asian men make good boyfriends, and they're not misogynists unless they're super rich in like China or something, right? Or there is a bit of misogyny, but mostly Asian men make good boyfriends, so that's wrong as well. Why would you even say that about your own community? It's like, it's negativity on top. If you're gonna attack the white people, just attack the white people. Don't attack yourselves. What the hell's going on?
All abusive fathers, right? And it puts like...
Asian men make really good fathers. Where the hell did you get that from? I wish my dad was an Asian. I wish I had an Asian dad. Like, seriously.
The white male savior on a pedestal, alright? That's the problem. Is when your dating choices affect your community and affect us men, we have to call it your hypocrisy. Not here to police you, but we are going to call it your hypocrisy.
Not here to police you. Oh, that's hypocritical too, right? Not here to police you. And is he gonna say, when you throw us under the bus?
Like Chloe Bennet, she wants to be this leader in the Asian community, and God bless her. Sure, we need more leaders, well-known, figures that have a public face. But again, your choice here in dating a well-known racist affects us. Think about it, right? Little kid.
How does... Can someone help me out here? How does someone dating... Well, he's not a racist, we've established that. How does her dating choices affect you? You. How does it affect you? Silence.
Or say like, hey, you know what? If I am racist to, Asians, maybe one day I can get an Asian girlfriend too.
What the hell are you saying? So you really think that that's a strategy to get an Asian girlfriend? Be racist to Asians and then I'll get an Asian girlfriend. Is that a viable strategy? Is that borderline? Am I living in bizarro world here? Like, what? Am I living in bizarro world? Is
JT TRAN?
Is this real?
Right? Or maybe because I'm racist against Asian, I will get an Asian girlfriend. Right?
You will
That's
get a...
giving license to this behavior that says that it's okay, and it's not.
I gotta address the film of, like, am I shiny on my head? I didn't wash my face. Your skin is shiny. You should I didn't wash my face, but I do wash my face every day, JT, and you should definitely wash your face. It's too shiny and greasy, and use a water-based moisturizer. That's what I use.
Asian sisters, my Asian sisters, you guys, if you don't want us to police who you date, then it's up to you to call out this hypocrisy, because as Asian guys, we can't, because we're all like getting gaslit. It's like,
can you Google how old this guy is?
Yeah, I don't want to.
I gotta find out how old he
throwing
is.
us and the community under the bus.
Under the bus.
Oh,
throwing
gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is why I hate getting into all this sort of like Asian American political stuff, because, I went through this in college. There was a time when I was like that bitter, angry.
38. Wow. For an Asian, 38. Gee, that's young. Cause like I'm white. We're the same age, JT. We kind of look the same age. Like, at 38, you should look 28.
Angry Asian guy, and it's a horrible feeling, and it's just not productive. It's really just not productive. It's not good for anybody, and you can't do anything about it, right? All I can do, all any of us can do, that we have control over, is what I do. And that's it. Like, you date whomever you want.
The hypocrisy of this, like, you date whoever you want, I can only control over what I do. Well, why are you making this video? Why are you attacking Chloe for whatever she did wrong? Like, that's hypocrisy.
In one sentence, you've completely contradicted the whole point of your video.
Yeah.
You made it null and void. There's no point in doing it.
Yeah. Contradicted the entire video with that one sentence, but don't worry, we'll just keep going through this. I just need to point out.
God bless you for that.
Piece by
but
piece.
Stop throwing us under the bus. Okay?
Under the bus.
And to my Asian brothers, yeah, the suck. Yeah, so like, can you imagine if they actually hypothetically in the future get married and they have a son, and then son finds out like, Dad, you're racist against me, and Mom, like,
what? He's saying if Logan Paul has a son, Logan Paul's gonna be racist against his own son? Did you really say that? What?
Yes, you don't give a fuck if he's racist.
You don't give a fuck if he's racist.
But my Asian brothers,
Just saying Asian brothers, isn't that like those cults? It's like the Asian Brotherhood, they're like terrorists and stuff. It's like my Asian brothers, it's like... I think, like, that's what people say when they're actual racist, right? It's like, my Asian brothers. It's like, well, JT, why can't I be your brother? I don't get it. Why can't I be your bro? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
There's nothing you can do about it, right? right? You can point out their hypocrisy, but ultimately, if you obsess about this, like I've written ad nauseum about this, but the more you obsess about this, the more it just undermines your own confidence, your own happiness, right? And
exactly. So stop saying it to the. You're a leader of men. This type of negativity cannot be good for anyone, and it's clearly not good for you. It's clearly not good for you, JT. So please stop this spreading this bad negativity amongst all the Asian men out there that believe in you and trust you and have faith in you, because this is not good for anybody.
My word of advice to all the Asian brothers out there that are really tired of seeing that it's not about like Asian women out marrying to another race. It's about Asian women throwing their Asian culture and their own Asian brothers under the bus for some of that sweet, sweet white privilege by proxy.
White privilege doesn't exist. Maybe in America, but it doesn't exist anywhere else. Have you been to South Africa lately?
Okay, so Asian guys, just concentrate on your own happiness. That's all you can control. Get out there, get what you deserve. You know, if you want to date an Asian girl, go for it. If you want to date a black girl, go for it. If you want to date a white girl, go for it. If you want to date a Latina, go for it. All right? And yeah, it sucks, but you know, individually, each battle must be fought, right? And it's up to us to, hey, if we don't see the social change that we want to see, then it's up to us to be that positive social change. So there are my thoughts, entire Chloe Bennet, Logan Paul, you know, thing.
He really hates their relationship.
I normally shoot, but I just had to get that off my chest. Sisters, you know, point out the hypocrisy. Guys, just make yourselves happy, all right? JT TRAN, out.
Thanks for watching our video.
And then we end the video with a blonde white girl. Wow. I missed the part where I did miss a part where JT mentioned colonialism. That's why they date. There's a point there where he said colonialism and he said internal racism. So it's like you hate your own race or something like that. None of this could be healthy for anybody to focus on this for too long. This is clearly not healthy for you, JT. And definitely not healthy for anybody that follows you. You're a thought leader. You're an important person. You're in the Asian community, and I don't think that you should be so negative and focus on all of these. Yeah, I don't think you should be focusing on this particular part on dating. As I said before, you know, I mentioned maybe some fashion, maybe hitting the gym, maybe losing some weight, some things like that. I think maybe if you can be the change that the Asian men that look up to you, maybe they can see the change in you, and then they can change as well. If they're not getting the results and they're not happy, and clearly you're not happy with your life right now, or it seems that way, it's time to do something about it. Feel free to contact me if you want some advice on how to hit the gym and lose some weight and whatnot. So, if you like this video, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon and click the subscribe button, whatever. I've also got a Patreon, so follow me on Patreon if you want to support my videos. And yeah, I think this video needed to be made. JT, look, a little bit of self-awareness, please. And stop spreading this much negativity around the world, because it's not good for you. As a white guy, like, we just see this as laughable and some guy that's just lost his mind. So look after your community by looking after yourself, JT. And for the rest of you guys out there, don't let fear stop ya.